Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you enjoy helping other creators and enjoy helping others succeed, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most generous creators that can help get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The first channel that we're looking at today is TN Lance. We feature a different channel on Tuber Chat every single day based on generosity that we see within the community. And we do that across all of our social networks, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and our thumbnails, of course. So thank you, everybody, for coming in, especially early. The last few days' notifications haven't been working very well, so I'll appreciate it if you can share the stream out, whether you have a community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, they mean more now than ever. And I just want to thank everybody, especially for watching Tuber Chat. Every time that you come to Tuber Chat, every time you click, especially if you search and click, and you watch, every single second helps us with watch time and makes our channel even stronger. So I appreciate everybody's help with that. I appreciate everybody coming back again and again and again. So hopefully everybody can maximize their time while they're here. And thank you very much, Mr. Fulton Miraz. Thrill Seeks is in the house. They're both on the wheel. Mr. Fulton Miraz is a member, so they've been added to the wheel as soon as I saw them. But Thrill Seeks is a silver member, so they were added automatically at the beginning of the live stream. That's okay. Funfair Rentals, it's your first time here, but I appreciate you coming, so thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators coming through the chat today, and hopefully you'll meet lots of friends and family members for your channel. If you can just take a moment to read our updated video description, it goes through the whole process of how everything works here, and you will be able to meet lots of friends and family members for your channel, like I was saying. Just please take your time, meet people one by one. JJ and AJ Gaming Squad, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. TWTTV, thanks for coming in as well. And not to mention, every single time that somebody comes in, especially with a new account on Tuber Chat, you're showing the algorithm that Tuber Chat is worth finding, searching, clicking, watching, and all that good stuff. Every interaction helps the live stream, so thank you very much for that. AutoBez313, thank you for coming back in. Clayton's Irish Den is a new member with us, so thank you for coming in. Because of that, your channel's going to be added to the wheel right away, because I've seen you in the chat now. And actually, Clayton's Irish Den happens to be our stream boss right now. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Angel Downstairs Racial, good to see you. Good to see you here. Yeah, so an idea is if you remember who you've connected to over the last couple of days, try to go back to those channels. Just make sure you're still subscribed. And if not, then just reconnect with those channels. Longer comments, longer videos is all we need to make that happen. And then, Radical Productions, thank you for coming in. Edwin357, good to see you here. And then Funfair Rentals, forgive me, I'm just going to knock that message out, but I'm going to try to knock it out. We don't do any self-promotion here. So the idea is, if you can take a moment to read our video description, you'll understand how everything works here. Tuber Chat is not a sub-for-sub network. It's a meeting place where you can make lots of friends who will give your channel a strong and solid foundation. The idea is that as you're connecting to other creators, they will be coming to your channel and finding out exactly what you're about, and you will find new supporters from Tuber Chat that you may not have otherwise had. It doesn't really matter what anybody's niche really is. And then KK Official, good to see you here. Maker Viking, good to have you back in the house. And weird. I can't hit that message, but that's okay. Norma Grabby, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. TN Lance is our featured channel for today, so thank you for coming in. And we've got them, of course, featured on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, as well as our thumbnail. And we look at our featured channel every day for about the first 10 minutes of the live stream. Norma Grabby, no problem. We all work. That's why Tuber Chat is only here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Even I have other things I have to do on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then KK Official, yeah. So one of the things that we can do to try to help that happening, to prevent it from happening, or at least slow it down, is to make sure that when you're connecting with other creators, first of all, you're keeping track of everybody you connect to so that you can go back to them a day or two later, make sure they're still there. When you're watching videos, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. And then, as well, you want to make sure you're leaving long, meaningful comments related to the content of the video. So if you are leaving simple comments that say like, nice, met you from Tuber Chat or whatever, it won't cut it. And what will happen is YouTube will keep taking those subscriptions away. We don't want that to happen to anybody. So what I suggest is always take a look at our updated video description. It describes the full process. Head to a channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. Better if it's 4, 5, or 6 minutes. Take a second video, add it into your watch later list to run later to help with the algorithm. While you're watching your video, leave a long, meaningful, genuine comment so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filter. That can be a big indicator for why some of these things are getting... why we're losing subscribers, because the comments are getting held for review. And then you want to make sure you're always giving a thumbs up. We should always be doing that for each other. Subscribing and turning on the bell notifications for every channel. That can really help. We have to do everything we can to support other creators while we're connecting, knowing that as we keep doing that and as we keep guiding along the newcomers who are brand new either to Tuber Chat or to this kind of a live stream, we're helping everybody get better at all of this, and then you'll see that purging and glitching slow down. Lots of creators have reached out to me to let me know that it slowed down after we updated our process, especially after mentioning to add a second channel or second video into your watch later list. That shows the algorithm and YouTube that you cared so much about that channel that you went back for a second video in the first 24 hours already. Nalani J, good to see you here. Thanks very much. And then Funfair Rentals, I don't know what you mean exactly, but here in the chat, the whole reason it's called Tuber Chat is really because the action goes down in the chat. You're just meant to meet other creators here, and as you hear the stories that I tell about the channels that come through the chat, and particularly the ones I put on the screen, like Tia and Lance here, you'll get to know the kind of community that we have here. And over the next 2 hours or so, I will put different channels on the screen. And then, yeah, 2020 really has been something. So I'm going to ask another favor of everybody, especially if you're new to Tuber Chat or growth streams like this. Most of the hosts and moderators in streams like this are going to ask you always to spell your numbers with words, because numbers can make comments and other things be considered spam. So we want to avoid it. And then as well, limit your emojis just to 1 or 2. Please. And the reason why, again, is because it can be marked as spam. So it's not such a big deal here in Tuber Chat, but when you're out in other growth streams like this, I want you to be able to maximize your time there. Our rules and guidelines happen to be extremely strict, and that way you'll maximize your time and have a better time in every other live stream you go to. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has been with Tuber Chat since before the beginning, so thank you for coming in. And Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More is in the house. Let's get you onto the wheel, and I will start spinning in a moment. Tia and Lance is our featured channel for today. Channels with less than 100 subscribers are getting hit the hardest by the purging that's going on with YouTube over the last couple of months. So especially in the case of channels like this, when we see less than 100 subscribers, we want to do even more for them to connect. One of the things you can do on any channel with less than 1,000 is hit this discussion tab, and you can leave a better comment than I am. Glad to have found your channel. Looking forward to all of your content. here. You do a better job than me, I hope. I'm just whipping through this as fast as I can. But you'll get the idea. And this is another step we can take to help the algorithm, right? Now, I'm already connected. You'll see that. And then, Venom for Life, I hope I welcomed you. Thank you for coming in. I thought I missed a channel coming into the chat there. Everything Spicy, good to see you. Thank you for coming back in. And then, yeah, I want to thank everybody. Every time you come to Tuber Chat, every second that you watch, especially when you search for Tuber Chat, you click on our thumbnails and our titles and you come in, no matter what kind of interaction you give, you're pushing us farther into the algorithm and making Tuber Chat busier. So I want to thank everybody very much for that. It's very important to us. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, they mean more now than ever. I hope you're always giving each other thumbs up when you're out there supporting each other, but it really does help the stream. If you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it. It only takes a second and you don't lose your place, but it really does help. So I'll appreciate it greatly. And notifications don't seem to be working the last few days very well. So if you have the ability to share the stream out, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that as well. This is Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. This is a channel that came to us from Corinne's life originally, but they are another generous supporter of Tuber Chat and an entertaining channel with over 1,000 subscribers. They've got their 1,050 now, so they're halfway on their road to 1,100, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. And then there you go, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. So today luck turned out in your favor, which is interesting. And thank you so much for the interactions. What the people who leave the thumbs down don't understand is that when you do that, you're giving an interaction to the live stream, plus watch time, plus clicks. So it's all good for the algorithm. The other thing is, if you're using accounts that all you do is go around thumbs downing everybody, YouTube knows that, and those thumbs down won't count in the algorithm. But thank you for watching. And then, Funfair Rentals, you'll have to forgive us for a second. There's a couple of, there's a channel coming in here repeatedly with fake accounts. They'll get bored eventually. But they, yeah, don't worry about that stuff. Whenever you see a new account come into the chat, just give it a second and see if the moderators take anything out before connecting. Best idea here in Tuber Chat, first of all, is always to make the first move when you're connecting with people. But secondly, to always say hello. Make sure you get a little bit of a conversation started before you connect, because the purpose here in Tuber Chat is for people to be heading to each other's channels, watching videos, leaving comments, likes, and other stuff. So creators come in and out of the chat the whole time that they're here. So just when you message somebody, they may miss your message, and we don't want that to happen to anybody. I accidentally took out Eating with Miss P there, but we'll get her up on the screen. Eating with Miss P is an extremely dynamic creator, but she's also extremely generous and supportive, both of Tuber Chat and of myself personally. So I'm hoping that everybody will rally around this channel. She's got 1,500 subscribers, and we can push her a little bit farther, get her on that road towards 1,600. And welcome to Malia's World. Good to see you here. And Sandrine Waite, good to see you here. Thank you. You were very early today, so thank you very much. And then welcome to Malia's World. Yes, thank you. Hakimations, it's always good to see you, so thank you for coming in. And let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. So we're going to look at Thrill Seeks, who's in the chat with us right now, but happens to be a silver member. So they get a guaranteed feature of some sort every single day. For today, their channel was added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream automatically. That's Funfair Rentals. That is an extremely odd thing to say in a live stream. I don't know what you mean about a video starting. That may not be a real channel. We'll have to have a look. We don't usually see channels come into a live stream and demand to the host to get things moving. Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo are in the house. Thank you for coming in. Since you're a member, we're going to get you... Calm Vibes with Miss JoJo, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I missed any channels on the way in. Will and T, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And Thrill Seeks with 745 subscribers. We're hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther to maybe even 750. I'm going to... maybe everybody wants to hang on with Funfair Rentals for a second until they let us know if they're interested in what we're doing here. Yeah, that was interesting. But just hang on because they don't, it's only a channel with like 8 subscribers and this and that, so I haven't figured out whether it's real or not. It looks real, but usually people don't talk like that on a live stream. So, best idea, you know, I recommend to everybody all the time. A lot of times when new channels come into Tuber Chat, the channels that are here regularly and often will not go to a brand new channel, and I almost suggest that they don't until they see how they interact with everybody here in Tuber Chat first, to see if they're the kind of creators that like to give to others or if they display other characteristics. So that's a thought. Here's Mr. Fulton Mraz. For instance, this is one of the most one of the most generous creators that I've met. Mr. Fulton Mraz has been with Tuber Chat from the beginning, always shares for us, and is always sharing for other people. He's been doing lots and lots of interviews, focusing on other creators lately, including even myself and Kristen Welton. So, I'm going to rifle through channels a little bit faster. So let's spin. And let's see who's coming up next. After a little while, I'll add some names to the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, of course, I'll get around to everybody. Oh, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Look at your luck today. I forgot to take you off the wheel. Pardon me for 1 minute. Pardon me for that. All right, point taken. Just Vlogging Life happens to be a gold member, so their channel got added to the wheel at the beginning of today's live stream, and their link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as we always see. So this is an extremely generous creator, and somebody who's been extremely supportive, both of myself personally and of Tuber Chat. So I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel, and we'll push them a little bit farther. They got 283 subscribers right now. Oh, here we go. But thank you for the interactions, because every time you come to Tuber Chat and click, especially on our thumbnails, on our titles, and every second that you watch helps the channel. So thank you very much. SarahTube 2021, good to see you here. One of the things I just want to remind everybody is while we're connecting, we got to make sure that we are always watching full videos, and those should be at least 3 minutes long, preferably 4, 5, or even 6 minutes. And the more you can do for other creators to help them, the better, of course. And then we also want to leave a long, genuine comment related to the content of the video, specifically for a couple of full sentences, because that way they won't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And that's one of the reasons why sometimes our subscriptions get taken away, is because the comments, if they're not related to the video, they can get held for review, and the algorithm hits that stuff. So, and Patayam D, Happy New Year to you too. So, if anybody hasn't already, thumbs up mean more now than ever, so I'll appreciate it, of course, and then we will get the wheel spinning. Of course, you do not have to super chat or be a member to get onto the wheel or the screen, but in the case of super chats and memberships, we just let them skip the line and get onto the wheel or the screen right away. But I will be adding names from my list shortly. Oh, T and Lance, I didn't take you off the wheel because you were our... T and Lance is our featured channel for today, so they were already on the screen when we started the live stream for the first 10 minutes or so. We feature a different channel on Tuber Chat every single day based on generosity that I see within the community. Oh, did we already look at Thrill Seeks too? Yes, we did. Oh. I keep forgetting to take channels off the wheel. Let's spin. Get a little bit farther. Jack Dawson is in the house. Thank you for coming in. And Jack Dawson, thank you for your super chat. You've just taken a little bit of life off of our stream boss. And then SarahTube 2021, please make sure that when you're watching videos, you're always watching videos that are at least 3 minutes long, and leaving comments that are related to the content of the video. And then I just noticed a couple of creators mentioning that as well. Hiya TikTok is in the house, and Amelia's Kitchen. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. This is a meeting place where you'll find lots of friends and family members for your channel. There's a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. Again, we just want to remember that we're always watching videos. Here in Tuber Chat, the idea is always that we like to help other people. We like to make the first move, and the more you can do to support other creators, the better. That's really the key to success here in Tuber Chat. The more you do for others, the more you'll find being done for you as well, and this is what gives your channel a strong and solid foundation. So this is Christian Nomad. They have a silver membership, and so for that reason, their channel gets a guaranteed feature of some sort every single day. For today, they were added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream. Same thing for Chrissy L, who just came into the chat right now, so we'll be looking at that channel eventually. They're already on our wheel for today. But as we get through channels and as we look at more and more creators, I will eventually get to adding more names to the wheel from my list, and Bautissimo does a great job of keeping track of all that stuff. Hiya TikTok, we don't do any links here. And we also try to avoid self-promotion. Here in Tuber Chat, the idea is always to support others. So I'm going to ask you for a favor. Just please have a look at our video description so that you can see exactly how the process works here in Tuber Chat. And then you will find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. And so it looks like everybody's doing okay. I'm going to refresh my list and see if we're going to get to adding some names to the wheel soon. Let's spin the wheel. Christian Nomad has 759 subscribers. I'm hoping we can get them past 760 right now. A little bit farther on that road to 800. Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo. Are extremely generous and supportive creators who've been back again and again with Tuber Chat. They were featured quite some time ago. They're fellow Canadians, and it's always a pleasure having them in the chat. They have done an experiment that some creators have done, not very many as far as I've seen in our community, but what they've done is broken off into a second channel for their shorts videos, and they found some success already. So I'm hoping everybody will check that out as well while you're visiting Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo. Like I said, they're very generous and supportive creators, and now they've broken off so that they'll experiment a little bit. And if we can keep an eye on what they're doing, we might find ourselves with some more success. There's much to be learned from this couple of creators as well as entertained by. And then, so here in Tuber Chat, we say a lot of silly things in the chat. We talk about baking cookies and dancing and visiting each other's houses and stuff like this. It all means the same thing. It means that somebody has been to your channel, watched a video, left a comment, and they have given a thumbs up, subscribed, and put your bell on. And now they're just waiting for you to do the same thing. Ah, very good. Protect Sports. Good news. Protect Sports is quite the football fan. And there's much to be learned from that creator as well. They've got a couple of channels, as a matter of fact. And so, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I'll take another opportunity to ask for that. Of course, they mean more now than ever, but it really does help the stream. ProTech Sports, very cool. So now we're going to look at Jenny O'Brien. This happens to be an extremely supportive creator. She's also a fellow Canadian and somebody who has been supportive both of myself and of Tuber Chat. And thank you everybody for watching. Every second that you watch, every time you click, every interaction that you give helps the channel. So thank you very much for all of that. And then, yeah, Mr. Fulton Mraz, I'd reach out to as many creators as you want to do interviews. Mr. Fulton Mraz regularly interviews different creators throughout the small YouTuber community, and is an extremely generous creator who likes to collaborate with others. So let's spin. Jenny O'Brien has 2,040 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 2,050, halfway to that 2,100. And then Will and Tia, thank you for that. I'm just going to knock your message out because I don't want... We've got a couple of channels here, and they're in a war with other people, but they just brought it here yesterday. They don't understand that, no, they're not going to get any help here. Nobody cares. So there's better places to go. There's 37 million channels on Tuber Chat. I mean, on YouTube. Lots better places where you'll get lots of interactivity, but none of that is going to carry any weight here at all. So again, okay, thank you, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. And then if, so the recommendation, of course, is when you have new channels that are coming into Tuber Chat, you just want to take a moment, let them start interacting with everybody first before you interact with them, just to see how they're going to interact with everybody in the chat. Oh, Slappy Sidekick, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Yes, you reached out to me on Instagram. Thank you for that. But it's good to have you in the chat. Hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members. Just please take a moment to read our updated video description so that you get an idea of the process here and how everything works so that you can maximize your time. Declan Fans 2020 is in the house. Thanks for coming in. Cubs Den, good to see you here. I was in their live chat earlier today. They do a fantastic job of a similar type of format where they're very focused on all things YouTube as far as information and education, and then they allow people to connect in their live streams the way we do here as well. This is Jack Dawson, an extremely supportive creator who happens to be a member, and I've been able to catch them on several live streams. We rated them yesterday. I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel, push them a little bit farther. They're on the road to 1,700. And then Declan Fans 2020, good to know you're good. So let's spin. Let's get another channel up on the screen. See what's happening. Here's Unmasked Lifestyle. They were in the chat with us yesterday. They're usually here. This is another silver member, so they get a guaranteed feature of some sort every single day. For today, their channel was added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream. And like I said, this is an extremely dynamic creator, but the presentation on this channel is just spectacular. So you can see from the thumbnails to the banner, all of their branding is just fantastic. And I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel. They're an extremely generous supporter. And they've been supportive both of myself and of Tuber Chat for quite some time now. Oh, thank you very much, Justice Stevens. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, then you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. And then here, we're basically all small YouTubers as the term goes. The only reason we really use that term is because it's become so popular. So when we have channels with less than 10,000, not very many people like the term small YouTuber, of course. But if I made a channel called Connection Network, nobody would show up. It needs to be a something a lot more popular so that people are able to find it better. But that's what we all basically are thinking. We all want to grow our channels. Everybody's here to support each other. And so here we don't do any self-promotion, so you don't want to ask for that. But basically, if you can, just please take a moment to read that video description. It describes how everything works, how you can get onto the wheel, how I can put your channel on the screen, and everybody has the same chance to get onto the wheel or the screen. I have a robot that keeps track of how active everybody is in the chat. It's not just about how long you're here, but how interactive you are, let's say, with everybody. And then after a while, it usually takes about half an hour to 45 minutes to get onto the wheel. But eventually you get on there. I spin, and it's random, of course. But once your name comes up, then you will, if you're still here, your channel will be added to the screen automatically. So we've got a couple more channels on there, Radical Productions and Venom for Life. Let's spin. Venom for Life is cleaning right now. That's funny. Actually, look at the luck that you have. Your channel's coming up right now. This is Venom for Life. That's another channel that's been back with Tuber Chat again and again for many months, as a matter of fact. So I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel, and we'll get them a little bit farther on their road toward 900. And they've got 837 subscribers right now. And then we can push them a little bit farther, maybe even to 840, maybe even beyond today. And like I said, get them a little bit farther on that road to 900. I'll get them off the wheel for now. We'll add a couple of names in a moment again. Dakota Petit, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Calming Mind Meditations, good to see you in here. Thank you for coming in. Crowned with Glory, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. There's a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. And thank you, Clayton's Irish Den. I do appreciate that. Still got you on the wheel, but the luck hasn't just come around to you quite yet. So for those of you who are new to Tuber Chat, we say a lot of silly things in the chat about baking cookies and dancing and visiting each other's channels and stuff like, or visiting each other's houses. What it means when somebody says that to you is that they have been to your channel, watched a video, left a comment, given a thumbs up, subscribed, and hit your notification bell, and now they're waiting for you to do the same thing for them. But the best success here in Tuber Chat is always found in making the first move. So please don't be shy. Reach out to other creators. And there's Clayton's Irish Den right now. So the luck did come around to you. So this is another channel with less than 100 subscribers. So we know that the algorithm is hitting these channels the hardest when the purging is happening. So you gain subscribers, you lose subscribers. The best idea for channels, especially in this case, is we have to do as much as possible to support them. So maybe even more than what I suggest. When we talk about watching videos, I always recommend at least 3 minutes, but it's better if it's 4, 5, or even 6 minutes, and then adding a second video into your watch later list. The other thing we could do with any channel that's under 1,000 subscribers is to leave, oh, can't type. You can leave a message, like a comment, on their discussion tab, and that will help the algorithm as well. Glad to have found your channel. Looking forward to all. And you want to do a better job than I am. And thank you, everybody, for being here. Every moment that you spend helps push Tuber Chat a little bit farther into the algorithm. Every single second of watch time helps. Every interaction, if you have a thumbs up that you can give, they mean more now than ever. So, of course, I'll appreciate that as well. And then thank you, Justice Stevens. So let's think about spinning the wheel. I should add another couple of names here. 49-cent Range Hamilton, good to see you in here. Unique Danique, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. This is your first time with Tuber Chat, but hopefully you'll meet lots of new friends and family members here. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions you'll find in our video description. You'll see there's a lot of dynamic creators in the chat. Many new friends for you to meet. TWT, let's get Will and T onto the wheel. And we'll spin. A Grip on Life, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. There's a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. And then this is TWT TV, another channel that's been back with Tuber Chat again and again. And Crown with Glory, thank you so much for coming in from Reading and Retails. I really do appreciate you being here. And again, hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members. Best idea here is always to make the first move. Reach out to other creators and they will return to you. But please take just that moment to read our video description so you know exactly how everything works. Juicy, good to see you here. And Mazen Aljami, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. And we've got a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Adrian Villanueva Vlogs is here. Thanks for coming in. Mr. Games, good to see you back. Thank you for coming in. We'll spin the wheel, moving a little bit faster with channels today than I usually do. Gibry's World happens to be another silver member. And then A Grip on Life. Yep, thank you so much for the thumbs up. We've got a couple of channels that are just obsessed today, but it doesn't matter. Those thumbs down will all disappear after anyway. Gibry's World happens to be a silver member. They're an extremely generous creator. They've been supportive of Tuber Chat for many months now. They've been previously featured, of course. And with 104 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. Unique to Neek, thank you so much. Yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, of course, I'll appreciate it. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a second, but it really does help the stream, so I'll appreciate it greatly. And Gibry's World, like I said, is an extremely generous creator. They've been supportive of Tuber Chat for many months, previously featured, and I'm hoping we can get them to maybe even 110 today and push them a little bit farther on the road to 200. And then, so Juicy, here in Tuber Chat, everybody's here actually to support each other. So we don't do any self-promotion here because the idea behind Tuber Chat is that we all believe in giving to others much more than we expect to receive, but knowing that by supporting other creators as much as we possibly can, that will eventually be returned, and you'll probably end up getting much more out of YouTube than you were looking for in the first place. But yeah, if you're working on your channel, everybody will be happy to help you. As a note for anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat, most channels here that are here regularly or have been here before will not come to your channel right away until they see how you interact with everybody in the chat first to make a judgment call as to whether they think you'll be genuine before they will connect to you. So the best idea is always, please read our video description. It describes the full process, how to connect with people properly so you don't lose your subscriptions, how the wheel works, how you can get your channel on the screen, and all that good stuff. And then you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel. And again, the best idea is always to make the first move. So let's think about spinning the wheel again. Here's 2 pineapples. They also happen to be an extremely supportive creator. They're constantly live. They're actually live right now. And they've got an active volcano happening in their area, which they've been able to cover. And they've found a lot of success covering that with live streams. One of their live streams actually hit 10,000 views, which is great. So hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. They happen to be a silver member. So again, they get that guaranteed feature. And then Declan Fans 2020, no, I can't particularly sing or dance, not very well. With 338 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, maybe even to 340, and get them a little bit farther on their road to 400. And Seif, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And, yeah, I will spin the wheel again in another moment. Yeah, Venom for Life. There is a good handful of content between all the different channels in here today. Lightwear Studios, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Lift to Eat, good to have you back. Thank you for coming in again. Let's think about spinning. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, of course, I'll get around to everybody at some point. So let's spin and see what's happening. Venom for Life will sing, I'll dance. No, I used to be a DJ, so I didn't have to sing or dance ever. Wow, Radical Productions has 2.99. They just need a few more subscribers to hit that 3,000. They are officially not only on the road, it is right around the corner for them. Radical Productions almost going to hit 3,000. So, and thank you, Lift to Eat. Yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, they mean more now than ever. So, I'll appreciate it, of course. And then if anybody is on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but it only takes a moment. You don't lose your place, and it really does help the stream. So I'll appreciate it greatly. And then we will think about spinning in another moment here. And then, yeah, forgive me, MSK Family Vlogs. I'm just going to remove your comment because I just don't want to put too much focus on that. And thank you, Lift to Eat. Forgive me, I just removed those messages for that reason. We don't want to draw attention to that stuff. So whenever you're in a chat and that kind of activity is happening, it does the host a favor not to draw attention to it, right? Because that's what they're looking for. What they don't understand is that by watching, every time they click, which now they've done it so many times, right? But they click on your thumbnail, they click on your title, every second that they watch actually helps, right? And YouTube doesn't put any weight behind those kind of interactions when they're done constantly, right? So people keep coming in with all kinds of different accounts. And when that happens, YouTube knows that those accounts, that's all they do, or that they're brand new and stuff like that. So they know that the weight behind those things doesn't get put the same way that it does in other on other legitimate accounts, let's just say, or whatever. So it's really a waste of time more than anything. But you'll see after a few days, most of them will disappear. Pardon me just for a second. Now, the other thing, too, pardon me, wow, hold on. Okay, pardon me for that. Pardon me. Hopefully we're doing a little bit better now. I'm not drinking enough, obviously. But as we continue, actually, let me spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I got a frog in my throat or something, Sam's Vlogs. It's usually not this bad. I drink more than I am today, that's why. I got a drink beside me all the time, but I'm not really staying on it. The weather's changed here so much, and the air is so dry. I'm probably dehydrated today. I've already had a Monster and a Gatorade and a bunch of other stuff I shouldn't be drinking. Will and Tia, who's in the chat right now, finally the wheel has come around to your channel. Oh, Mr. Fulton Miraz not drinking too much either. Yeah, we got to stay on top of that stuff, right? It's not just in the summer that you got to hydrate. In the winter, the air can get very dry depending on where you live and, you know, different things like that. MSK Family Vlogs a coffee drinker, or a family of coffee drinkers by the look of it. What was I going to do? It's too early to spin. We're looking at Will and Tia right now. Now, we don't know how many subscribers they have because they have their subscriptions set to private for now, but that doesn't matter. What we want to do is just rally around this channel and push them a little bit farther towards the next goal that they're looking for. And then, oh, Declan Fans 2020. Yeah, interesting. So, in our home, we have like one of those Brita filters. So, tap water can be drank. I don't drink nearly enough water. I do tend to drink more bottled water myself, as a matter of fact. Two Pineapples, we were just talking about you. We just had your channel up again. I see that you're live, and I keep describing the one major success that you've had lately with that volcano and having 10,000 views on a live stream, which is just spectacular. So that's really, really good stuff. And there you go. Yeah, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. The weather here in Canada, in Ontario, has been back and forth, hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. There's way more t-shirt weather than we were expecting. It's been quite a year for a lot of different reasons. So, we'll get SarahTube 2021 onto the wheel. Oh, let's get our moderators there. Okay, thank you, Declan Fans 2020. And then Adrian Villanueva Vlogs loves the tap water from Texas. Yeah, and if you're not sure if you've connected to a creator here in Tuber Chat yet or not, then please go back and have a second look, because we all know about these purges that have been going on with YouTube lately. We want to make sure that we're cleaning up our connections if they happen to have been taken away. I've never had an Ozark. To be honest with you, my favorite bottled water is Poland Spring, which at least, I don't know if it's all over the United States, but at least in the Northeast you have it. But we don't have it here. And then, okay, thank you, Seif. All right. I got to refresh my page. Maybe that's why I can't find. And Will and Tia, no. YouTube has typically done in the past major purges every 3 months or so. And then over the last couple of months, ever since about halfway through September, they've been doing it more regularly. So we find even a couple of times a week. They're doing much minor purges. But what's happening is channels that are moving the fastest and trying to grow like very aggressively seem to get hit almost the hardest. Channels with less than 100 get hit the hardest. But it's more important than ever that we do everything that we can to support other creators while we're connecting. And then, yeah, lately it's been bad. Adrian Villanueva vlogs. It looked like I lost 5 today. Last night, I forget what the number was. If it was 1987 or something like that. It was 1982 before we started. So, yeah, everybody's had quite a weekend with that. Forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. But as long as everybody's still having a good time, meeting new friends and family members, then we're all good. Let's spin. Simply Royce happens to be a silver member. They've been an extremely supportive creator for a long time now. They've been previously featured, of course. They have been willing to swap playlists. They're monetized now. They do the featured channels collaboration. I talk about this all the time because, oh, very good. Declan Fans 2020 hasn't lost any. The featured channels collaboration I talk about all the time. It's something anybody can do if you're willing. And what happens is when you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels feature your, some of them feature you and your channel in return, they're saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So it's something that I recommend. It's something that I recommend for all creators that are willing to do it. If you feature Tuber Chat or my personal channel on your front page, just please let me know so that I can make sure I return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. Willie and Tia, yeah, worked so hard last time on Tuber Chat, and then it looked like you started back at square one, like you didn't gain any. So one of the things I've been recommending lately is, I know it's more work, but please keep track of everybody that you're connecting with. And then what happens is, especially for Will and Tia, like for channels that, I'm not sure how many subscribers you have, but for channels that have, let's say, less than 100, they're getting hit the hardest, right? But either way, if everybody keeps track of who they connect to, whether it's you just write it down or keep an app or something like that, you shouldn't be able to connect to more people than 10 per hour here in Tuber Chat. If you're going faster than that, then it's too fat. Brutal Mafia, thank you for coming in. And thank you so much. Thanks for the thumbs up. The YT buddies, good to see you here. And then kind of hard keeping up. Yeah, you'll get the hang of it, Juicy, though. One of the ideas is just keep track of anybody you're connecting to, and then you can go back to them within the next day or two, look and see if, first of all, you're still subscribed to them, because if you're not, then that means that it's you. We never think it's us that are the cause of the subscriptions being taken away. But in, every single connection, 50% of it is on you, right? So the idea is, if you find that some of your connections are being taken away, you just want to do a little bit more, right? If I say watch a 3-minute video, you want to watch a 4, 5, or 6-minute video. If I say add a second video to your watch later list, maybe add 2. You're just going to run it when you're not watching anyway, and we're really only talking about 10 or 20 creators per day here on Tuber Chat. Even if you put 40 videos in a playlist, probably won't take more than 8 hours to run that. Mashana, good to see you here, and Happy New Year to you too. Thank you for coming in. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, they mean more now than ever, so of course I'll appreciate it. And then let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Oh, I was going to put the moderators on. Chrissy L is a brand new silver member. As a matter of fact, they get a guaranteed feature every single day. And so for today, their channel was added to the wheel at the beginning of the live stream automatically. Hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. One of the things you can do to support Tuber Chat itself, if you are enjoying your time here, is to support our members. I know that not everybody can get memberships or super chats for a million different reasons, and that's fine. That's why nothing on Tuber Chat is going to be held behind, paywall or any of that stuff. The only thing we do for members and super chatters is just give them small bonuses by letting them get their stuff onto the wheel or the screen a little bit faster. But by supporting them, you're also supporting Tuber Chat. So I hope everybody will rally around this channel. They've got over 1,600 subscribers. They are almost halfway on their road to 1,700. And there you go. Yeah, Adrian Villanueva vlogs. As long as you keep going, yes, eventually, it grows and grows and grows. But while you're building slowly and solidly, what will happen is when your channel gets more and more popular and you eventually get the organic growth that we all look for, it'll be impossible to stop at some point. So pardon me for 1 second. Sorry, Juicy, I'm not sure what you mean, which account you're talking about. Okay, we'll see. Let me see what I'm doing here. We got Chrissy L up here, who, like I said, is a brand new silver member. Let's get Scratch and Pete up there. Let's get the Hoops Family Network happening. I'm not sure if Hey a TikTok is a real channel. I can't figure that out just yet. I'm watching it. And then, Juicy, you can't be on everyone's channels. So I've knocked your message out because that's impossible. Here in Tuber Chat, the best idea is to meet people one by one and take your time. If you follow the instructions in our video description, you'll find yourself with lots of friends and family members, but you can't go too fast because you'll lose all your subscriptions tomorrow, and I don't want that to happen to you. I know that Hey, TikTok and Juicy are both new to Tuber Chat, so when we have brand new channels, a lot of creators that are here regularly or have been here before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat, and I pretty much recommend that they don't until they see how they interact with everybody first, so they can make a judgment call as to whether these channels are going to be genuine in their connections before connecting to them. So for Hey TikTok and Juicy, I'm assuming that you both have real channels. But if that's the case, then you want to meet people one by one. But the object here in Tuber Chat is to give more than you expect to receive. So the idea is you reach out one by one to creators in the chat, start a conversation first, head to their channel, watch a full video of at least 3 minutes. If it's less than that, you'll lose the subscription. 4, 5, or 6 minutes is even better. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of their video. so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filter. And then give a thumbs up. We should always be doing that for each other. And then subscribe and turn on bell notifications for everybody. And that's how we do as much as we possibly can for all creators, so that we can try to slow down the purging and glitching that's been going on with YouTube. So if you're unsure, just please have a look at our video description. We're going to look at Scratch and Pete PA. Scratch and Pete has been a moderator for Tuber Chat for quite some time now. One of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube. Classy Cookery, good to see you here. And then, yeah, Juicy. Well, here's the thing. So I see you're saying you've been watching the whole video pretty much, but the object is to watch the full video. It's going to take 5, 6, sometimes even 7, 8, 9 minutes to connect with the creator properly. But since you're new to Tuber Chat, what you haven't seen yet is if you do it too fast, or don't watch a full video, or don't leave a meaningful comment and things like that, you're All right, thank you, Hayden. I see your message. So anyway, Scratch and Pete is one of the most supportive creators on YouTube. With 192 subscribers, they are officially on the road to 200, and it's right around the corner for them. So I'm hoping we can get them a few more subscribers right now, maybe even get them to the 200 that must be on their mind. And then we will get them over the hump and onto the road to 300. So we'll spin. We'll get MSK Family Vlogs up here. This is a dynamic family of creators. And with 798 subscribers, they are like literally right around the corner from 800. So I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel. They happen to be a member, but they've been extremely generous and supportive of Tuber Chat for quite some time now. They're previously featured, of course. And I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel and push them over that hump. Get them to the 800. YT buddies, I'm thinking about it right now. We're going to see what's going to happen. Let's think about what we're doing here. I'm just looking at something in another window for a second. Let's spin. Just for fun, we'll get the Hoops Family Network up here. The Hoops Family Network has been inspirational in the creation of Tuber Chat. This is an extremely generous supporter and creator, somebody I've known for well over a year now, and she's basically single-handedly responsible for getting me introduced to the small YouTuber community, and therefore from where the idea for Tuber Chat even came from. Because when I met Amanda from the Hoops Family Network, she started introducing me to many other generous creators, and that's where the idea came from, in that I met so many generous people through the Hoops Family Network and from their circle, and expanding on after that, that I figured we could build a community around that idea and a growth stream to go along with it. So the Hoops Family Network has done a spectacular job of posting over the last long while, especially with Vlogmas and things like that. They've got a lot more content for us to come, and they're generous in that they do a lot of shout-out videos as well. You'll see a lot of familiar faces in their videos. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, it really does help the stream. I'll appreciate it greatly. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a second, and it really does help the stream, so I'll appreciate that. And then Classy Cookery, yes, thank you very much. And thank you for the extras that are coming in now. And then that's it. All right, thank you everybody for the time that you've spent. We're going to be back again. Tuber Chat is always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I will set the live streams before we start on Friday. And every moment that you spend here in Tuber Chat, of course, helps the stream. It helps push us a little bit farther into the algorithm. Every interaction, every view, every click on our thumbnails, on our titles, so I appreciate all of that. The live stream chat will continue for another moment so you can clean up your connections, and then we will see you again on Friday.